This episode of Remodel Revolution is brought to us by Closets by Design DFW. Check them out at dallas.closetsbydesign.com or give them a call at 972-361-0010. That's 972-361-0010. Welcome to another episode of Remodel Revolution. We're coming to you from the world headquarters of Remodel Revolution, deep in the heart of the great state of Texas. This is the show where there's no sports, no politics, and no mean people. And today, just to make sure we brought a softer side to Remodel Revolution, I invited my good friend, Mr. Steve Lawton, to co-host for us.
Welcome. Thank you.
How are you, sir?
I'm great. How about you, Alex?
Hey, I'm really good. You made it through Thanksgiving okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see you got the old pilgrim beard going.
Santa Claus.
Yeah. Oh, Santa, yeah. That too.
I got a Santa suit. I do, for the grandkids.
Do you really?
I do.
Yeah. I wear mine around the house. My Santa's like, seasonal, every season. I just put on a different color hat.
Okay.
I'm always Santa. But today we have got a fantastic show. I was reading somewhere, maybe it was in the paper, I can't remember, and I saw a group in Dallas that I did not know existed that is doing a really, really wonderful thing for the community. The Regional Black Contractors Association in Dallas is helping reintroduce people that are felons, and by going through trades training them into the trades and bring them back into society, help these men and I'm sure women get back on their feet. And it's a really, really wonderful thing that they're doing. So I contacted them. It's taken us a while where we could all get on the same page, get together here for the show. And so today I want to introduce to you our guest this morning, Dr. Ralph Adams and Pamela Davis. I'm sorry. I drew a blank. Pamela, I'm so sorry. Pam Davis and Dr. Ralph Adams. And good morning. How are you folks?
Good morning. How are you all?
We're doing great, Alex. Thank you for asking.
We're doing fantastic. And I would like to know, our audience would really love to hear, give us a short history of Regional Black Contractors Association.
Well, the Regional Black Contractors Association is an organization that assists minority contractors with obtaining contractual contracts. Our focus is primarily on small businesses, with emphasis on assisting them with obtaining joint ventures, obtaining work, but more importantly, having an opportunity to participate in minority participation rates as it relates to larger contractors that basically have the work throughout the Dallas and Fort Worth metropolitan area.
So you're helping them compete. You're helping them get out there and get in the middle of the fray.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's a tough job. It's a tough job for anybody, but particularly the minority community historically.
I agree, Alex. On a lot of these contracts, we've discovered that only 1% are Black contractors. And of course, they do meet the participation rate, but it may not be with people of African descent. So there's a push. We are definitely excited to be a part of engaging Black contractors, but not only Black contractors, we work with all, but just the emphasis on ensuring they have a part of that pie. Mm-hmm. To actually obtain contractual contracts.
And Pam, you're the workforce director. What does that mean?
Workforce Development Manager. That's my title. And I am responsible for recruiting, orientating, and making sure that they complete the training program that we have for 4 weeks. And afterwards, I also assist them with job placement as well.
And so let's talk about the particular program, and that's reintroducing. What do you all call the program?
The program is a construction training program. We have orientation here at our location at 2627 Martin Luther King in Dallas every Monday at 9:30. So they come to the orientation to learn about the program. The program is for 4 weeks. It's free. You don't pay anything at all. You get free lunch. We also assist you with transportation, such as bus vouchers, gas vouchers, things that may be barriers. We help you to get to the training program. Also, once you complete the training program, you receive your OSHA 10, your OSHA 30, like Ralph said earlier, and you also get a $200 check.
Hey man, I might
That's
take.
great.
I may take that.
Be there tomorrow. So where do y'all get your curriculum?
The curriculum is provided through Dallas College.
Okay.
And the NCCR. So Dallas College basically has formulated a curriculum by cutting off the fat, and we're just providing the meat of the education, which provides us a short-term vocational occupational training program.
So it kind of heads straight into the program without all of the extra classes and curriculum that they would normally have to take.
That is correct.
Which when I first went to college as a young man who was not a particularly good student in high school, in the 70s, I was having fun. The first question I asked is, why do I have to keep taking all this other stuff if I want to do whatever it was I wanted to do at the time? So I love that idea.
It's really great. And over the years, there's been an emphasis that has impacted all of the trades, and that's you have to go to college. So it's really exciting to see y'all have some training out there available for kids that maybe just aren't suited for college, that you can get out there in the workforce and they can make a fantastic living working in any of the construction trades out there.
So this is a reintroduction program for people that have had challenges in their life. Let's talk about some of the folks that are coming through your program. Give us sort of an overall view of who you're getting and how their success rate is.
Well, I'm going to go back to 2019. When we first started the program, we placed an emphasis on individuals coming out of jail and prison. And we discovered at that time that the unemployment rate was hovering about 50% for males. But the construction industry is extremely background friendly if they have the skill set and the eagerness and desire to want a long-term career or an introduction to a career pathway. And by beginning this particular program, we placed emphasis on, again, criminal justice involved individuals. And then it kind of blossomed to any and everybody who wanted a opportunity to go into the construction industry. So we had to change our concept to embrace everyone who wants this opportunity and to provide that specific training for them.
That's fascinating.
Yes.
Do
a majority of the
track
individuals we serve are underprivileged. So we would say they probably fall within low or extreme low income categories.
And the only requirement is you just want to do it.
That's it.
That's awesome. Do y'all track your graduates afterwards to look at their success rate and basically how things are going for them?
Absolutely. In 2019, our job placement rate was 91%. And so our goal is, once they complete the training, is to put them on a job, and strategically we assist contractors with getting work, and our ask in return is to give our graduates an opportunity to go to work.
Mm-hmm. And Pam, now you're the workforce manager.
Yes.
How hard is it to keep Ralph in line?
Ralph is really awesome. He comes from this background. He's been doing this for, I was about to say so many years, but some years. And he's awesome to work with. And I think we work well together. awesome program. If you know of anyone out there in TV land or radio land that may be interested in our program, please feel free to send them our way.
Well, the fascinating thing is that there's been a huge emphasis in the last few years on now Steve owns an air conditioning company. And one of the big challenges that he has and a lot of the trades have, of course, is getting qualified people that are trained. I mean, I came up through an era where, you started out with a broom in your hand and you worked your way up through and you went wherever you went with it. But these days we've needed so many people in the workforce. We've had such a big expansion of the industry so quickly, and it's harder and harder to find people, that I really believe in this program. And the thing that I believe also that is so vital is these folks that are coming out of prison, they deserve a chance. They serve their time. They want to get back on their feet. I looked at some of the videos of some of the people that are taking your course, and they're super, super excited about it.
Absolutely. And our chairman, John Proctor, started this conceptual ideology back in California in the 1980s. And when he became chairman of the Regional Black Contractors Association, he made it clear that he wanted all contractors, even some of our industry partners such as Turner and Beck and Austin, to ensure that some of those employed are individuals who may be criminal justice involved or re-entering back into society.
Mm-hmm. And is the prison system, how do you get to these folks? Are you in the system to get them the information they need to find you?
Yes, we have several social service partners that work with the population already. So this information is being communicated in the prisons once they're released, parole, probation, several transitional houses. They're familiar with our organization, and they refer those individuals to us.
And your big corporations that are working with you, or how are they involved, and are they working close with you in this project?
Yes, they are. They really believe in this vision. They are truly understanding of giving individuals a second chance. But what's so powerful about this, Alex, is that they also transcend this information down to the subcontractors as an element of saying, we're supporting this program. We also want you as well to give those individuals a second chance if they're criminal justice involved.
That's great. I'm curious, how do y'all get funded and support your operations?
Well, for the longest, up until 2019, it was self-funded. So as individuals became members of the Regional Black Contractors Association, industry partners supported our workforce development program. That was the only funding that we received to ensure that we provided this training. Now, since Workforce Solutions of Greater Dallas is involved in Dallas College, where now we have the funds necessary to basically pay for these individuals to access these certifications, but we still underwrite a lot of this by providing the free lunches, providing the transportation, providing case management, rental assistance, and things of that nature, just to ensure that we eliminate as many barriers as possible to ensure they complete the class and become sustainable as it relates to employment.
Another thing that I'm really curious about, that in my industry, air conditioning and heating, there's regulations in the state as to passing a background check. In many cases, we have people that can't pass the background check, but if they had assistance in appealing that and working out with the state of Texas itself to get approved, I could employ them. Do y'all help in that regard?
Well, we know that our chairman is working with several of the state representatives in regards to that now. And so we are waiting to get additional word on how that process. And I agree with you; it is a challenge to give those individuals an opportunity to be gainfully employed.
Well, and you guys are just doing such a great thing.
Yes,
it's imperative, actually. When we look at the numbers of people that are imprisoned, that's the same number or a large part of that is coming out, and it's benefits all of us in society to have these folks come out and have a job. And I love your program that it's so encompassing, and you're helping them not just find a job, but you're reintroducing them into society, which I've never been in prison, but I imagine it's a whole new.
You should be.
There's some people that think that, but that's like coming out of a whole different world, I would imagine, and getting, and then coming back into the real world. That's really, really tough.
Well, there's a lot of elements in getting into the trades that aren't necessarily related to whether you've been in prison or not. It's stuff like getting to work on time, planning your schedule so you have transportation to get to and from work, things of that nature. It sounds like y'all are very much working with them to do those kind of things too. Is that correct?
That is correct. And I'm going to let Pam chime in on that, because she also orchestrates our life skills and job readiness training workshop.
That's a good question. We work with those, of course, who have barriers. So we understand, because of the barriers, that they may not have transportation. They may not be able to get to work on time. So prior to actually being employed, we work with those individuals, and we help them understand you have to be to work on time, work out your transportation, do what you say you're going to do, show up on time, have a great attitude, things like that. We've had people to work on jobs to get promoted because they did show up on time. They did have a great attitude. So these are things that we work with them prior to accepting the job, so they know exactly what to expect once they receive the job. And we've had some great feedback from employers stating that we have good employees that have come to work and really showed up good and did an awesome job.
Because you're preparing them. And I would suspect that for these individuals, they have to work a little extra hard. They have an extra a few rungs on the ladder, no pun intended, that they have to climb to get to a certain trust level, regardless.
Yes, we have some that's been gone away for 30 years, 15 years. I mean, so many years. So when they get out, we're introducing them to the real world again.
Right.
Not like it was back in the 70s or 80s, but like it is today. Competition is stiff. You have to show up. You have to do a good job. If not, you can easily be replaced.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. Well, so pleased to have you guys here. We really appreciate you taking the time for us this morning. We're very proud of your program. You have a lot to be proud of, and we're very thankful that programs like yours exist for all of us. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
We thank you. And if I could say one other thing, Alex, none of this would be possible without our president, Kim Shaw, the visionary, and how she has really orchestrated putting all this together. So I do definitely want to acknowledge her.
You're kissing a little kissing up to the boss there. Okay, that's okay, Ralph. That's okay. We won't. We missed not having Kim here today. I'll kiss up to the boss too. I don't care. But we'll have you on again, and we'll do an update later. Later in the year, and this time we'll get Kim here. But
Awesome.
We're pretty merciless around here.
Well, Alex is. I would not say that about myself.
Thank you, Ralph and Pam. We really appreciate your time today. Look forward to seeing you again. Thank you so much.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
The views and opinions of this program are for educational and entertainment purposes only and are not intended to replace the recommendations of a hired professional.